Shalom, Barakathe Yahweh, Barakathe Yahushai, Barakathe Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect in the house of David. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, I found this video. You know, it's like around 5 a.m. You know, still can't sleep. So, you know, I guess the most I got, I guess I need to do a video. And the Lord had it to where, you know, I found this video, a little brief history video on Esau. And I have a few, maybe a couple of scriptures to make things short, but hopefully get the point across and then get the spirit across too. Now, this video right here is, you know, of when the Britons were colonizing Africa, you know, and one of the heinous things that they used to do. But this is during World War II, you know, so in around between 1930 to 1945, you know, between those time periods. Now, I'm gonna play it.
There was an uprising by the Kikuyu people who wanted war. There was an uprising by the Kikuyu people. Second World War, there was an uprising by the Kikuyu people who wanted their land back. The Kikuyu were herded into concentration camps in fortified villages, almost the entire population of over 1 million people. People were systematically tortured to death. They invented a new kind of pliers whose purpose was first to crush men's testicles and then to cut them off. They raped women with bayonets. They raped men. Similarly, a favourite technique was to ram sand up the rectum with a stick. Sometimes they were rolled up in barbed wire and kicked around the compound until they bled to death. Some of the British soldiers boasted about this. This is within living memory. The colonial secretary lied about it. The papers documenting it were burnt. The impact of the rich and powerful nations has been so phenomenally murderous and destructive that it has been completely airbrushed from our national consciousness. In order to justify the land-grabbing colonial projects, you had to create an ideology. We, the Europeans or the Americans, have come to rescue the rest of the world from its depravity and backwardness. But in order to do that, you have to be able to demonstrate that the rest of the world is depraved and backward. From this arose the racism that is still with us today. It was a necessary component of the colonial project. Some people might claim, well, okay, we broke a few eggs to make this omelette. It's as if all those human beings were eggs. But look at the omelette. Isn't it fantastic? Look, we made this fantastic omelette. Forget about all that unpleasant stuff and let's just celebrate where we are. Where we are is a continuation of the project. We commodified people's land and people's labour and turned it into our property. We're also destroying the rest of the living world alongside it. We don't have to be like this. We are the same human beings as anybody else. We're all part of the same big human family. We just have to recognise that, accept that. And of course, within Western countries, there are plenty of brilliant people resisting colonisation, both internal colonisation within our own countries and external colonisation of other people's countries. These are the voices which must come to the fore. Those who emphasise altruism and kindness and generosity and empathy for others. Those who recognise that skin colour and any other difference of language, of religion, of background is completely irrelevant by comparison to what we share, which is our humanity.
Now you look at this video and you see all the horrible things that they did, okay? They mentioned in the video that they specifically they had a plier that they invented, okay? It wasn't made for anything else. All it was made for was to crush the testicles, okay? Was to crush the testicles of jakes, okay? Because look, man, you see the video, they are jakes, man. When you look at the video, select, Look at that, man. Straight up Jake, okay? He's definitely a Jake. When you look at them, there is no doubt about it. They all look like Jake, man. Look at him. Jake, okay? You don't look like Hamite, okay? He has the pain also of Jake's, man. Okay? And this is what they did. They tortured them, man. They held them in concentration camps, Jake's, just like they will do, all right? Just like they're about to do. And they were torturing them, okay? They will crush the testicles, okay, before they cut them off. They will rape them, okay? They will wrap a stick with barbed wire, and then they will rape the man, okay? And then they will kick him around in the dirt till he bleeds out. And the same thing with the women too, okay? We imagine they wrap a cane with barbed wire and they raping you with it, man. And they defile you with it, shame you, kick you around, bleed to death in front of everybody, man. Public executions like that. And they used to do it. And remind you, this was what, during 1939, between 1939 and 1945, man, while World War II was going on. This is what they were doing. And in prophecies, this was also the time that the Lord was using. This wasn't even the end of their kingdom yet. And look at how brutal they were. Look at how vicious they were. Look at the imaginations that they had. So if the scriptures tells you, let me get it right now. There was no end to their creativity, man. They were ruthless. They didn't even think. They had no, man. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, okay, Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he has but a short time. Okay, so this was all the way back then, and look, they were that brutal. How bad is it gonna be when the Lord actually tells you that it's gonna be terrible? That how bad? What crazy? What imaginations has he manifested? Right? What has he created, okay, that can be worse than slavery, that can be worse than what we just saw? What can be worse than what they've been doing, man? Okay, because if that wasn't the end of their kingdom, what are the worst things that are gonna happen? Okay, try to keep that in mind. Imagine how bad it's gonna be when the Lord actually tells you this dude is gonna go all out. If this wasn't all out, then what is all out gonna be like? Okay, you have to keep that in your mind. You have to make sure you don't slip up. You have to make sure you stay in the right path, man, in the narrow path. You have to make sure that you keep your hands on the plow. You have to make sure that you were living for your how about Shai. You have to keep in mind that the day of the Lord is at hand, man. That's why you have to stop worrying about this world. You still have people over there still doing challenges, all right, still doing twerking videos live, doing all kind of stupid ass shit. Here it is. We have coronavirus, death all around you, okay? Famine right in front of you, okay? We about to go through that shit. Martial law, troops, okay, all around. And people are still docile, man. People still won't listen. But the Lord tells you it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be terrible. Zephaniah chapter 1, okay? Verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasten greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high powers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out like dust, as dust, and their flesh as dung, man. Okay, so this isn't a joke. The Lord isn't playing right now. Look, just because you haven't seen it right in front of you, just because it hasn't gotten so worse, just because it hasn't been in your house, it hasn't been near you, it doesn't mean you're free from it. Okay? That's where you have to look. Before the Lord does this, he has to warn you. Okay? This is all warning. But the moment the Lord decides that enough warning has gone out, he's not going to care, man. It's going to be done in righteousness. Look, Esau is going to come down like a madman, man. And you have to get ready for it, man. And it's only through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that you will get through this. It's only through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that you'll be saved. It's only through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that you can have the courage. Okay? It's not going to come through your guns. Because what? The troops, the NATO troops, when they roll up in here, people acting like they haven't seen guns before. They have seen guns before. They have done battles with guns before, okay? There was this when I think it's called the Battle of forgive me. I'm trying to remember it. Man, but I forgot the name. Salak, man, forgive me. But it was like a mission gone wrong. That was in Somalia, right? I think it's in 1990 something, okay? And you had 90 U.S. troops. They were able to go against an entire city in Somalia, okay? Like at least 500 people, okay? And they only lost 19 men. So these devil, when they come, it's not by, you're not going to escape them by your strength, by your might. You're not going to escape. You're not going to put them down. You're not going to deter them by your strength. Nothing that you have is going to scare them, okay? Especially Jake, and I'm speaking to Jake right now. All right, you have to let go of this world, man. If you're still in this world, you still have your mindset on it, you're still about this folliness, man, the destruction is coming. And the scriptures are not kidding, man. This is not a joke. It's not an exaggeration either. As a matter of fact, they can't even give you enough warning. Man, we almost at the end. We almost at the end. And I thank the Lord for that. I thank the Lord for everything that's been happening, especially in the year 2020. All right. I thank the Lord that the RFID chip is coming to pass, man, and that it's coming, and that they are pushing the vibration out there. I thank the Lord with that. All right. This all should click in your mind that the end is near, and you need to get your acts right. All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've gotten a point across. So with that, I want to say shalom to the brothers that are watching. Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakatha. To the few aquas that are listening and learning in sincerity, I also want to say shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakatha. So with that, I'm going to end it right there.